So here I am at the rip saw, and here's the problem that I'm having. As you can see, this little slot on the left here is a little bit open, and that's where all my rips end up stacking up there. I used to keep them on this side, but it kind of took up space in the main aisle, so I figured, all right, why don't we use this space since it's not really being used for anything else. The only thing I do in there is occasionally I go underneath my bench, I store some odds and ends in there, and I get to the back of these dust collector bags, which don't need to get emptied that often, so I figured why not make a way to keep these rips up off the floor in a nice little tray, something that I won't have to bend over to pick up. Well, anyways, that's the problem. I'm gonna fix the problem, and coming up soon you'll see how I resolve this. Alright, so in the previous video I showed you this area that was really full of scraps, mostly the rips that I use for my table saw here. It's a 12-inch 5 horsepower table saw. I do all my ripping on this saw. The saw down on the other end is mostly dados and beaded face ramps. So anyways, I end up with a lot of rips right here. I think you saw that in the previous video. I came up with this way to handle it, and you're going to love it. So what I did was I made this little plywood trough. It's on a couple of hinges. There's one hinge here, one hinge here. It has this flapping outer rim. And all it does is hinge straight up, down to the bottom, right down in here. There's a leg that also has a hinge on it, and it walks in. And I can fold this down, fold it up. The end here has a 5-degree back cut, so when it opens up, it opens up at a little bit of an angle. That way it doesn't fall in. The hinges have enough tension on them, so they're not really going to fall in by themselves anyways. The slant of the table is a couple degrees this way, so everything kind of stays tight. The plywood is a pre-finished plywood, so the stock is going to move. It's going to slide real nice and easily on there when I try to pull everything out. Now the goal here is basically just to create a trough, so all the rips end up just falling right in here, and when they get up to, close to the table height level, I'll just take the time and empty everything out. But it's nice and high off the ground. I don't have to bend over anymore. I can't see them bending over and trying to fit in tight spaces. So this is a solution that I came up with, and we'll see how it works out. So now what happens is I basically just wait till this thing gets filled up almost to the top of the table. I'll just bring my cart right over. I'll just put all the stock on the cart and I'm out of here. This is going to be a huge time saver. Honestly, this is one of the banes of my existence. Every time I'd have a pile on the floor, it'd take like 15 minutes, and I hate bending over to pick things up. This thing's going to save me a ton of time. Time is money. I'm all about saving money. Hope you enjoyed this tip.